what is Sweatcoin? Sweatcoin is the cryptocurrency backed by physical movement. Why are we here? Well, we're kind of sitting between two chairs. We're sitting between fintech and fintech. And fintech is an incredibly interesting community and very, very vibrant. And fintech is just kind of gaining momentum. And being between the two, we're still kind of finding our wings and kind of trying to figure out how actually it's going to work for both worlds. So what is the problem that we're trying to solve? There are three biggest value destroyers in the world are actually, I think some people find it surprising, are cigarettes, guns, and obesity. And, you know, it is $2.1 trillion problem a year. So when people are talking about clean water, access to food, etc., these are very important things, but they are paling in comparison to obesity as a problem. And we think that the problem stems from two things. The food is getting richer and cheaper, and our lives are getting more and more sedentary. And we are moving less. And the cause of us moving less is very simple, well, from behavioral economics perspective, and it's called present bias. I'm not going to bore you with behavioral economics details, but fundamentally anything that happens in the future is called there be dragons, I don't care. And therefore, even if something really big, good or big bad happens to you there, it's completely discounted right now. That's why people struggle to quit smoking. That's why people struggle to save their, you know, for their pensions. This is why people are struggling to kind of do a lot of other things that seem to be very rational. What is the solution? We believe that solution is, well, there are plenty already examples where present bias has been resolved by having instant gratification. So the way to change behavior and instigate something that is rational over the long run is to bring the benefits or the costs into close future. And that's what Sweatcoin does. We capture and convert your physical activity, verified physical activity, into a liquid unit, and we allow it to convert into rewards with partners and friends on our platform. So where are we now? We have just built an iOS app, and the reason why I'm here is because we're starting to finally feel comfortable to actually show it to people and start testing it. It's right now in the hands of about 100 people, mostly family and friends. But if you guys would like to try it out, come over and find me after this talk, or send me an email. The email address is going to be at the very end of this document. And what are we trying to do right now? We're just trying to show that our proposition is actually making people sticky, so that they actually continue exercising, because one of the fundamental issues in the whole fit tech is people start doing exercise, and in about 4 weeks to 6 weeks time, they give up exactly for the issue of this present bias, because they don't see quick returns, and then their motivation fizzles away. So this is what our app does. So it tracks and verifies your movement, and then we convert it into Sweatcoins and we manage your balance, and it's very much like a financial app. So there is a wallet, there is an opportunity to see all of your transactions, there is an opportunity to exchange Sweatcoins with other people, receive them and send them. So one of the things that we're very keen on doing is enabling weird and wonderful user cases, and one of them, some people call it creepy, but I've got 2 kids, 7 and 5. I believe that in a couple of years, they're probably going to get hooked onto their screens, and some Flappy Bird will come around, and they're going to be glued to their screen for like 10 hours. And what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to peg their pocket money to the amount of Sweatcoins they're going to sell me. You want to have an extra ice cream? You know what to do. The school is over the hill. Stop riding in mommy's car. You've got a smartphone in your pocket, as every kid would. And I'm actually going to drive them and explain to them the value of movement in this very simple and, again, creepy to some people way. We have a really, really good crew. You can see here that we all kind of white male, and we encountered a pretty decent headshot one day. But we have a lot of startup experience, and I'm really, really proud. We're kind of heavily on our Russian side, but kind of as you can gather from my accent, that's where our roots are, and that's where we encountered people who were really keen to work with us. So where are we right now? There are 4 things that we're solving, and I would be asking for your help, assistance, input, or kind of any comments. First, we want to make sure that Sweatcoin is a trusted unit, so that it cannot be gamed. If any of you have smartphones, you know that by shaking your phone, all of a sudden it starts detecting, this as a movement. We want to make sure that nothing like that ever gets into our system. The system is already proven to kind of take care of all of this, so most of these user cases, but I would like people to try to game it, and if they're managing to, let us know. So if you can user test, if you're an iOS user, please come and find me. We want to make sure that it's sticky user experience. Again, this is all, I would ask you to give us a helping hand with user testing. Then it's about attractive vendor offers. We've already attracted a dozen vendors. The one that I'm really kind of passionate and very kind of keen to talk to you about is Vivo Barefoot. If any of you are into walking and running, this is a great British shoe brand that is very keen on attracting kind of people who walk and run a lot. And we present to them a wonderful opportunity to actually reach very, very lucrative and very hard to market to audience, technologically savvy, smartphone owning, physically active people. And they are very keen to basically accept Sweatcoins for the first pair of shoes, because once you start wearing the shoes, be very careful, they're like crack cocaine. 30% of people that put the shoes on and started wearing them ended up buying 5 pairs or more. So, be warned, it can get addictive. But what we're interested in here is if any of you know sports goods manufacturers or sports retailers or anybody who is linked with sort of health and fitness, if somebody wants to open a personal trainer practice, if somebody wants to become a kind of provider of massage services or whatever, kind of connect us. We're very keen to bring these people on the system and create more offers where people would be interested in accepting Sweatcoins. And lastly, but probably very, very importantly and pertinent to this audience, is we're going to start raising our next round in November, December. And if any of you know angels, or if you're an angel, please come and find me after this conversation. So, thank you. I have a questions are steps money. And my email address is at the very bottom there, oleg@sweatco.in. Thank you.